This is how I woke up before 5 a.m. every morning. Waking up in the morning is hard, but there is a way to do it that's completely bulletproof. And for me, this is how it works. At 4:54, I set my alarm on my Whoop band, so this buzzes me just to let me know that I'm about to wake up. And then at 4:55, and you don't have to have a Whoop band for this, but I like it. At 4:55, I set my alarm on my phone. And here's the most important part. I put my phone as far away from the bed as possible in the same room. So if you have a wardrobe, just put it at the top of your wardrobe so that you have to physically get up and go get your alarm. Otherwise, if you have people in the house, the whole house wakes up. And even if you don't have people in the house, it's just kind of annoying. So you're pretty much guaranteed to physically get up and do it. I think the thing that's most understated is what happens the night before. You can't really expect yourself to want to wake up and be awake at 5 a.m. if you've had a very late night and you're completely exhausted. Because not only are you not going to want to be awake, your output, your performance is also going to be downhill for the rest of the day. You're going to be unhappy, your cortisol levels are going to be high, which is a stress hormone, and you're not really going to be putting 100% of your efforts into anything that you're doing. So a successful morning starts the night before. And I speak about this with so much confidence because I've done the most craziest productivity challenges I could possibly think of over the last few years. And one of my favorite ones has always been the 5 a.m. Club. And one of the reasons I love the 5 a.m. Club so much is because of the accountability. I think it's one of the most important pieces of completing any challenge. If you have the accountability of your peers or somebody that you respect in the same group, then you're more likely to adhere to whatever the program is. Which is why usually when I did a 5 a.m. routine, I get a bunch of people involved. So I put up an Instagram story, see if anyone's willing to enter the challenge. Put it up on my Instagram story, say there's a 5 a.m. club challenge. You have to wake up before 5 a.m. for 100 days straight. And all they have to do is just send a picture of them being completely awake in the group chat before 5 a.m. to kind of stay in the club. And here's what I've noticed. What I've noticed is that every single person who's been in the 5 a.m. club usually fails it for one reason. And that one reason is because they slept in. And the reason they slept in is because they didn't have a good enough system in place. Whether it's their phone being too close to their bed, so they're sleepy, they wake up, they're like, snooze. Because you don't really know what's going on in the morning. If you're exhausted, you can't even remember turning off your phone alarm. If you're serious about getting up early in the morning and working towards a project of some sort, then you have to put the right system in place. Which is make sure that you're getting enough sleep in the first place, and that your phone, if that's your alarm clock, is far away from you. And if you have an external alarm clock, even better. Get one of those really loud ones. I have one back in Ipswich, which is super loud. So I put it really far away from my bed. And because I've set the other alarm 1 minute before that one goes off, I know it's going to be loud as fuck, so I jump out of bed immediately just to turn that thing off. And by the time I'm out of bed, I'm already moving, my blood flow's up, so I might as well do some press-ups and get on with my day. The sun's going down. Thank fuck, I'm absolutely roasting here. But look, the 5 a.m. club isn't for everyone. So for some people, it's going to be completely destructive. For you, the chances are if you're watching this video, you're on a better path. You're on a path of self-development. You have a growth mindset, so you probably want to improve. And if you are that person, here's what you must understand. 3 hours of work, or even 2 hours of work in the morning, aren't the same as 2 hours of work in the afternoon. Not all hours of productivity are created equal. And that's because there's a lot less distractions in the morning. And you also get a bit of a buzz in the morning as well, knowing that most of the world is not awake and you are. And the key to productivity is eliminating as many distractions as possible. So if it means that your phone's not going to buzz as much in the morning, amazing. And for most of you, if you don't have a business, you probably have a job. And if you have a job, the chances are you can't be productive working on your side hustle whilst you're at work. So those hours in the afternoon are not the same. You might be thinking, I'm a night owl. You might think that once you finish work, you'll go to the gym, then go home and start working on your business. But again, it's not the same thing. Let's just say you don't even have a girlfriend and you don't have a family that you live with. You're still going to be distracted. Social media use is at its all-time high after 6 p.m. So statistically speaking, you're probably going to be on it as well, scrolling through Instagram and TikTok. And if not that, you're probably going to be on YouTube watching a video just like this. And you're way more likely to procrastinate towards the later part of the day than you are in the morning. When you wake up in the morning, you have 100% of your self-discipline. The more decisions you make throughout the day, your discipline goes down. So by the time it gets to the evening, you're much more likely to snack, eat unhealthy food before bed, watch TV, scroll on your social media, and you're much less likely to do any work. Whereas in the morning, your decision-making power is still very high. So if you want to wake up in the morning, it's probably for a purpose. And whatever that purpose is, it requires focus. So if you want to be focused in the morning, make sure you set yourself up the night before. Make sure you plan exactly where you're going to do the work, what you're going to wear, and what you're going to use to make that work happen. When I was first getting into the 5 a.m. club, I would plan my days so intricately. It was absolutely ridiculous. Like I'd literally I'd get a sheet of paper and I'd write down 4:54, alarm goes off. 4:55, jump out of bed and do press-ups. 4:56, go to the bathroom. 4:59, have a glass of water. 5 a.m, sit down on my desk. And I'd just have such an intricate morning routine to make sure I just do exactly what I need to do. And the only real reason I did it is just so I'd take away all the decision-making power out of my head. Like I didn't want to make any unnecessary decisions in the morning, so I could use up all my brain power on the projects that I need to execute. And I know it sounds crazy, but I just want you to try it. So if you've gone as far as watching this video already, just try it. Plan your morning today. Plan exactly what you're going to do tomorrow morning, pretty much minute by minute. Plan exactly where you're going to sit, what you're going to do. The last thing you want to do is wake up in the morning and be like, okay, what do I do now? Where do I go? So just take away all those decisions for yourself the night before, plan your day properly, and to make your life a lot easier, maybe get an accountability group together. Maybe get a few friends who are serious about waking up in the morning, and if you don't have those friends in your life, maybe get a couple of new ones. It could be as simple as you putting up a story on your Instagram and saying, who wants to start waking up early together? I'm trying to create an accountability group. I'm sure there's going to be at least one person that responds to your story, and even if they don't make it throughout the whole challenge, even if they don't make it past the 30-day period or whatever time span you have in mind, at least they'll support you for the first part of that challenge. And you never know, they might even surprise you and finish the whole thing with you. And then you know you have a reliable person in your life. Anyway, hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next video.